Greetings, beautiful people. My name is Simon Javan Okelo. I am the CEO and the founder of Madaraka Festival. I am also the host of Madaraka Festival Podcast right here on YouTube. Today, we are coming to you live and direct from the Seattle Drum School of Music in Georgetown, south of Seattle. And I'm truly privileged to be here with a wonderful guest, my brother Yaddi Bojia, who is the person that designed the Africa Union flag. If you know Africa Union, it's like the United Nations for Africa. That flag was designed by this brother, and it was after an amazing contest, global contest, that he won that whole thing and was received in Ethiopia, in Addis Ababa, as a VIP presidential presidential reception. But also, my brother Yadi is an amazing musician. We'll talk about some of his music. We'll talk about what he has prepared for us for Madaraka Festival on August 30th as well.
Nice.
But for now, I want you to just take us back to when you're like 5 to 10 years old, my brother, and speak to some of the colors, some of the sounds, and some of the smells, maybe the food that truly continue to inspire you to date.
Thank you very much. Even before I get to that, I just wanted to say thank you for the hard work you're doing and your company. Ever since I walked into Madaraka Festival at Mopap, I think it used to be called different names at that time, but I was inspired by your work and what you're doing for your people and for our people. And, so that kind of energy to use art and to inspire people from far away to focus back into Africa is something that really inspired me. I'm still here with you for many years. I think we did multiple interviews, a lot of shows. But still, it's always a cause that I will always show up for because it makes a lot of sense to me. So I say thank you, and it's really great honor to sit with you.
Thank you.
And the other thing is, when I was growing up, I grew up in the capital city of Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. And it is very busy, very crowded area. One of the biggest open market called Marcato. Marcato means, like in Italian, means market. And Marcato is the biggest open market in Africa, and it is crazy busy. And everyone is hardworking, and it's hustle town. And that area where I grew up have a lot to offer, but as a kid, you have to actually decipher all of what you're seeing in order to make sense of what I have. So even today, when a lot of things that people are getting scared or nervous about, I don't. It's because I lived in an area where nothing is guaranteed. So you tend to express yourself in whatever opportunity you got, because that's the only way out in there. So even if I don't have a specific color, number, or smell that inspire me, I think the tapestry of all of those colors, all of that crowded areas, means that I always appreciate life in different colors. If you look at my paintings or my singing, there is always a diversity of color in it. I'm not a minimalist. I'm actually not afraid of color. And that came from living in that very crowded, rich area where even the spice colors and the product colors and the people's color, it's all make me really feel like I am a part of something greater than life. And so that's how my inspiration started.
Mm-hmm. I love that. So then speak to us about you having your art as the Africa Union flag, How did you get this opportunity?
Well, a lot of people know the African Union flag, but I've been an artist for a very, very long time, even before that.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why one of the reasons why people know that is because it's like monumental thing, still going on representing billions of people around the world. Yes, they know me because of that. But before that, I used to use art in order to speak. So I am originally from Oromo areas in Ethiopia, and my family was going through a lot of political problem before that, when I born. So I am a child of hard time. So my father was a senator, and he was representing a lot of people and got killed by the government. And me coming into this troubled life after that, I needed to learn how to express myself without causing a lot of trouble, if you understand, because the government at that time was a socialist government. So I focused on using art and expressing myself. So that is where my art is born from. And so I always strive to express myself through my art because I find it to be a safe space and a place where I have that way of expressing myself. That's how I started. But when African Union started, when the governments are asking for a new flag, because very interestingly, the OAU, which is Organization for African Unity, was established in Ethiopia, but the flag was designed by Kenyan. And so when they changed that flag and they want to come up with a flag that actually represents African Union, the difference is OAU was an organization. AU is actually a governmental body that represents the continent. So it was a big thing. So they wanted to have a new flag. Not because the other flag is bad, but it just finished its lifespan. And now they have to create a new flag. And I jumped into the opportunity, but one thing that makes mine to be a winner is because I wrote my vision with it. And the vision is, I was thinking about Africans have to move beyond the chain of colonization and start to free themselves by building a bright future. That's why the color on the back have an array on it. And then that actually is like, we need to move on from that. We need to start blaming anyone and start building our own world. And that was really bought by them. And so when I actually announced I'm the winner, which took maybe 4 or 5 years, it was a big deal because they knew that's a change of Africa, and to this day, it gets bigger and bigger every year. So when I go sometimes for conferences and people tell me how much the flag inspired them and how they're happy about it.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
What you've accomplished is huge, And,
for young, I'm young age, but yes, I did not even know how it was at the start.
Yeah.
But then throughout the year, when you start thinking on the Olympics and the World Cup and every place like that, it's like, and then end up being like, even when I see Black Lives Matter rally and people are carrying it, it just teared me up because now it is actually a representation of Black people, and that is something I don't think I did it, but it's just like God is taking it to the next level by itself. And sometimes you do art, you do music, and you feel like we calculate the amount of streams and people buying it. I don't lose sleep over those things. It's very important who's inspired by it. And just like your work, you inspired a lot of people. And that is the true currency of an artist, is to see his work or her work make a dent in someone's life. And that is truly what makes an artist an artist. Not the other things that we care about is not that important.
Let's talk about some of your music now, because I know you have an album out, you've dropped a number of singles. When you look back at your music, which song do you feel that aligns with your art the most, aligns with who you are the most, but also aligns with your mission as an activist and really as an African ambassador? Which song do you feel that this song has catapulted me as an artist?
Well, it's funny because I am an independent artist. The reason why I'm an independent artist is because I want to control my art. And I want to control what I'm saying. So which makes my art, every single one of the songs have a reason why they're written, why they're performed. I don't write songs just because. I don't write songs that makes people feel good. Sometimes I wrote songs that makes people think and make them uncomfortable. Why? Because sometimes music is a tool that actually touch things that the society cannot talk about. But music actually have a way of penetrating through people's community and express the true pain of people. So I used my art mostly for that. I'm not saying my music is not something you can jam with. You can, but what I'm saying is every song I do have a meaning to it. But when I look at how people are responding, there is a song that I wrote for Hachalu, which is an artist that's killed by, we don't know who killed him, but he was one of the famous Oromo musicians. And I wrote a song on his behalf, and every time I look at the streaming, like it gets millions of listeners. Like it's really incredible. And then the funny part, not the funny part, the amazing part, is like people from Japan, people from Netherlands are listening to it. Not even people who know the story, because the art have a way of penetrating and expressing itself. No, you don't know who's listening to you. You don't know who comes to the show and then get inspired. Like a quick story. Like I remember a long time ago, we were with a band, and we were opening to this older Jamaican band, and they're really famous. And but not a lot of people showed up. It was in the Studio 7 because Shaggy was in town. So, but this band, they just keep on doing sound check and everything. And we were like, damn, no, like people are not coming. But when the show started, they killed it. Like they performed really beautifully. It's only like 10 people in the hall. And then people start coming in. So I went to the backstage and I talked to one of the older gentlemen, like, how you guys can perform this good when nobody's coming? He said, you just have to perform because you don't know who's watching you. You have to love the craft. If the craft is not right, is when you need to stop. It doesn't matter who watch you. Because art have a way of touching people. And you always, whenever you get an opportunity to perform, you have a chance to reach someone. So that's how I value my work. That's how I looked at my work. So just like having a lot of children, I don't want to choose this music over that. But my music is always written for a certain message. I can tell you each one of the songs and why I wrote them and what kind of mindset I was in when I write them, because it's important to me. It is not a performance based on seeking fame. It's more seeking justice, more seeking expressing myself. That's why I do music.
I love that. Speak about you being on the Madaraka Festival lineup this year, August 30th at Pier 62.
Well, it's going to be amazing because, first of all, I love Madaraka because Madaraka is pretty much the only show in the Pacific Northwest that brings an African lineup, which is really rich in its content and also have a beautiful combination of art and crafts and music and food and fun and all those things. To be a part of that and then be a part of something that's going to turn into to be good, it is actually really a proud moment for me. So being in a lineup by itself is an honor. And also, at the same time, it's going to be an amazing experience for me because this is where I actually meet people and show my work. And I remember this is the second time I'm performing in Pier 62. The last time we performed there was really great. I remember how beautiful it was. And people came to me after the show and expressed how much they like it. And the band is getting better every year. And the organization, thanks to you and the people behind, is getting bigger and bigger every time. So I think it is going to be a very proud moment, not only for Madaraka, but also for the African diaspora that lives here.
I love that. Look at this camera and invite everyone to join us on August 30th at Pier 62, 12 to 9 p.m.
Well, Madaraka is going to be happening August 30th from 12 to 9 p.m. at Pier 62 in downtown Seattle. This place, this performance is going to bring a lot of great talents from all over the nation, but mostly from African diaspora. So you guys have to come and join us. Friends, family, all the people that supported my work in the past and still supporting it. I'd like to see you there so we can all have this great, beautiful day and actually closing our summer with this amazing performance. So don't forget, Madaraka Festival 2025, August 30th and Pier 62 from 12 to 9 p.m.
100%.
Yes.
I'm really grateful to you for making the time to join me today. This has been a long time coming, and I can't wait for us to make Madaraka Festival 11th anniversary historic.
Thank you again for always giving me a chance, for always remembering me. I can't thank you enough, and I really love what you do, and I love you as a person. So keep on doing what you're doing, and even if it seems like we're not saying it all the time, we appreciate you, and we think you're a very valuable part of our community, and you bring a lot of good things to us. So
thank you.
I'm happy to be here with you.
Thank you.
To share this stage with you.
Thank you, brother.
Yes.
Amasagenalo.
You go. There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
Galatoma, too.
Yeah.
Tlelanda, Galatoma. Galatoma is also Amasagenalo on Oromo.
Oh, Galatoma. Oh, Galatoma or Tuma? Galatoma. And how do you reply?
Just Galatoma.
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 Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. For everybody who joined us today for this incredible episode of the Madaraka Festival Podcast, please make sure you subscribe, leave your comments down below, give this video a thumbs up, and also follow me on Instagram at Okelo Javan. And your handle?
I'm Yadi Bojia. You can find me on Yadi Bojia on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and all of the other social medias. Yadi Bojia, YADDI BOJIA.
Excellent. Thank you all. Take good care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of the summer. Peace.